If there are any young folks here who would like to come to the front, I could sure use your help. I need your eyes for something. Awesome. Very good. I've got a photo here. No, it's not a photo, it's a picture. You all right? All right. This one. Not that one. This one. Can somebody tell me what that's a picture of? Anyone? Look closely. It takes a little while. This one. Carrots? Parrots, not parrots. Anybody know what this is? Anybody ever heard of a magic eye picture? Does that help? No. Ooh, I'll tell you what it's a picture of. Y'all probably can't see that, but you can look later. It's a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex coming like right out at you. It's like 3D, and there's like trees in the background. It's like, like that. You see it now? No. Y'all don't, nobody sees it? Well, trust me, it's there. I saw it earlier. But there's a trick to these pictures. See, if you just look at the surface of the picture, and that's all you see, that you don't see anything, right? It's just like gobbledygook there, right? In order to see the 3D image that is there, you have to look past the surface. You have to look deeper. And it takes a while. You got to stare at it and stare, and you got to almost like unfocus your eyes. You have to look like back here through the picture. And then slowly, if you're patient, the image starts to come. And then you'll see it. Trust me, this one is a T-Rex. Now, look around here. Do you notice anything different about the space we're in today? Anything different from last week? It's decorated for Christmas. That's right. But it's not Christmas yet, is it? Anybody remember what Darren called this season? Advent. That's right. Advent is the time of preparing ourselves for Christmas. Because at Christmas, who was born? Jesus. And yeah, that's right. And does anybody know there's another name that we sometimes call Jesus? We sing it a lot this time of year. Anybody ever heard the name Emmanuel? No. Pay attention and listen to the hymns, and you will hear the name Emmanuel. And Emmanuel is another name that we call Jesus, and Emmanuel means God is with us. Now, why would we call Jesus God is with us? Anybody know? Because, right. Thank you, Annabelle, because Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is actually God with us. Hence Emmanuel, God with us. Now, God came in Jesus for a very particular reason. Because God is actually with us all the time. I don't know if you knew that. God's always with us, and God is right here. Right now, God is as close as your own heart inside your chest, and as close as the friend sitting beside you, and as close as the ground under your feet. But the problem is that sometimes we just don't see it. We don't notice God. It's like we're just looking at the surface of things, and we're just seeing, like, I don't know, my silly dog who slobbers a lot. And I'm just like, that's not God, right? But when I look deeper, I discover actually that dog brings a lot of love into my life. And maybe there's a little piece of God slobbering all over my leg right there. So Advent is the time of Jesus was born to remind us, because Jesus was this really tangible, that means you can really touch it. Jesus was God in a form that we could touch, to remind us that God is always right here. So Advent is the time we get ready to celebrate that God is with us. And we got to get ready because we're used to looking with these eyes that only see the slobbery dog, and then that only see the the sort of gobbledygook that doesn't mean anything. And we have to practice, and this is what Advent is for, practicing learning to see in different ways, learning to look past the surface that doesn't look like anything special, and seeing God right here, right now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this book here because this book teaches us, reminds us to learn to look in a different way if we want to see what's really there. So I'm going to leave this in my office beside the jelly beans because I'm hunching that some of you might wander into my office from time to time for a jelly bean, particularly when Annabelle opens my office after the service, and you're going to put this next to the jelly beans. So every time you go in there for a jelly bean, you're going to see this, and maybe you're going to flip it open actually, and you're going to look at one of these pictures and learn how to look with the Advent eyes so you can see what's really there. And let that remind you to look with Advent eyes all the time, everywhere, to see God right here, right now. Done? All right, you can actually do it right now on your way downstairs. That goes right next to the No, that's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. After the service, you get the keys and the book. All right, now you are heading downstairs. We'll see you later at communion time.